I was 36 years old when I was accidentally diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. I remember going to my neurologist for a check-in for my epilepsy. My appointments with my doctor were always short, sweet, and to the point. Just as my appointment was ending, my doctor asked me the question that would forever change my life. "What's going on with your hand?" "Oh, it's nothing. My hand always shakes like that." I figured it was a side effect from the medicine. More questions followed, until we were in the hall and she was having me walk back and forth. I was stomping and doing these odd tests. Finally, she finished and asked me another question. "Do you know what Parkinson's disease is?" A few blood tests, an MRI, and a DAT scan later, and I would be very familiar with what Parkinson's is. I live in one of the most heavily populated cities in the entire world, but I found myself feeling very alone. It was like I lived in Parkinson's population me. Everywhere I turned, it was older people who had what I had, only it wasn't what I had at all. I was young, with a young kid, and a career I looked forward to. They were old, with grandkids, and were already retired. It made it really hard to process my diagnosis, and on top of that, I was literally out of my mind from the side effects of my epilepsy medication. I was alone and spiraling into a deep depression. I kept trying to handle Parkinson's all by myself. Rather than continue to fall and wait to reach the bottom of a bottomless pit, I reached out to Houston Area Parkinson's Society. I walked into the HAPS offices with a big secret that I needed to get off my chest, but I didn't know how. I sat down at the desk of my social worker, and everything just came out. I told her that I had recently attempted suicide and that I felt so alone with this disease, because I literally felt like the only young person with it. I expected judgment, but instead I was greeted with understanding and compassion. HAPS became my shelter from the Parkinson's storm. Time has passed since I was diagnosed, and I no longer look around and see age. I see other human beings doing their best. Somehow these strangers that I wrote off became friends, and eventually family. The bonds that brought us together were stronger than the voices in my head that told me we should be apart. Maybe I wasn't alone after all. I participate in exercise classes, run marathons, and live my life to the best of my ability. I've learned that no matter how good or bad I'm doing, I'm not alone. Oh, and I found some people my own age to hang out with too.